Hi, my name is Muhammad Safuan bin Ahmad Zaini, and our group members is Muhammad Irfan bin Roslan, Abdul Kadir Jalani bin Abu Bakar, and Alif bin Rosli. Today we want to explain about Takaful industry in Malaysia. Our lecturer is Sir Badrul Hisham bin Ahmad Fadlullah, and the submission date is week 11, which is 4 February 2022. So let's go. Hi, my name is Muhammad Safuan bin Ahmad Zaini from class DBF 6A, BMF 2001002. Today I want to explain about Takaful industry in Malaysia. So let's go. First one is the background of the Takaful industry in Malaysia. The development of the Takaful industry in Malaysia in the early 1980s was inspired by the prevailing needs of the Muslim public for a Sharia compliant alternative to conventional insurance, as well as to complement the operation of the Islamic Bank that was established in 1983. It was to a large extent triggered by the decree issued by the Malaysian National Fatwa Committee, which ruled that life insurance in its present form is a void contract due to presence of the element of gharar, uncertainty, riba, usury, and maisir, which is gambling. A special task force was established by the government in 1982 to study the viability of the setting up of an Islamic insurance company. And in November 1984, Malaysia incorporated its first Takaful operator. Using the library research method, the study looks into the Malaysian Takaful industry to examine its overall development. The results show that the industry has been rapidly growing. The number of players multiplied significantly, and an industry that once had only one operator has become an integral part of the financial system. Bank Negara Malaysia's continuous effort and the Takaful operator in developing a dynamic, resilient, and efficient Takaful industry have successfully brought the industry to where it stands today. So the next one is I want to explain about key milestone, history, and the development of the Takaful industry in Malaysia. So let's go. In 1982, establishment of special task force to identify the practicability of insurance company. In 1984, the development of Takaful Act 1984 and incorporation of Syarikat Takaful Malaysia Berhad. In 1988, Bank Negara Malaysia begins its supervision of the Takaful and insurance industry. So, the next one is Phase 2. In 1993, the beginning of MNI Takaful Sendian Berhad. In 1995, establishment of ASEAN Takaful Group. In 1997, the incorporation of ASEAN Takaful International, located at International Offshore Financial Centre, Labuan. In 1998, changes in MNI or Takaful to Takaful National Sendian Berhad. In 2000, development of Code of Ethics by STMB and Takaful National, known as Etika Takaful. The next one is Phase 3. In 2001, incorporation of IBFIM BNM introduced Financial Sector Master Plan. In 2002, Maybank Takaful Berhad commenced its business, Takaful Association, and established of Islamic Formation of Malaysian Financial Services Board, IFSB, initiate. In 2003, Takaful Ikhlas Berhad began operation. In 2004, Commerce Asset Holding Berhad received grant to conduct Takaful business. Next, in 2005 until 2007, the commencement of several Takaful principles such as Hong Leong, MS, IG Takaful, Prudential, BSN Takaful. In 2008 until 2010, development of 4 Takaful operators, namely SCR Takaful Berhad, MNRB Takaful Berhad. In 2009, IFSB 8 deliberate on Takaful governance, and IFSB 10 discuss and Sharia governance principle. In 2010, IFSP 8 stated about solvency for Takaful, establishment of 4 new Takaful license, and incorporation of Great Eastern Takaful Berhad. So the last phase is phase 4. In 2011, BNM introduced Financial Sector Blueprint 2011 until 2020 and Perbadanan Insurance Deposit Malaysia Act 2011 was enacted. AIA, AFG Takaful, ING Public Takaful Ehsan, and MetLife Takaful start its operation. In 2012, revision of Sharia governance framework and enactment of Takaful operational. In 2013, Islamic Financial Services Act 2013 was coming into force, and the merge of AIA Takaful Berhad and INC Public Takaful Ehsan Berhad. In 2014, introduction of risk-based capital for Takaful. Next, in 2015, International Capital Adequate Assessment Process (ICAA) for Takaful operators were introduced, and implementation of Actuary and Goods Services Tax, which is GST. In 2016, introduction of financial report and operationalization of financial ombudsman scheme. In 2017, introduction of life framework and phase liberalization of motor and fire trade. In 2018, conversion of Takaful business to single Takaful business. So that's all from me, Muhammad Safuan bin Ahmad Zaini from kelas DBF 6A BMF 20010002 about Takaful industry in Malaysia. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Alif from DBF 6A. Today I would like to talk about the regulatory and development of Takaful industry regulation. The first one is framework that has been initiated by Bank Negara Malaysia, such as corporate governance, operational activities and Takaful segment. There are several frameworks that have been initiated by Bank Negara Malaysia as to cope with specific matter in Takaful industry, such as corporate governance, operational activities, Takaful segments such as general, life, family and sukuk. These frameworks are being implemented accordingly to the needs of Islamic financial institution, where better supervision and administration are needed to encourage the growth of Takaful industry itself. Second one is in 2010, BNM has introduced Sharia governance framework. This framework consists of effective and responsible board of Sharia committee management, which is supported by Sharia research, Sharia audit, Sharia review and Sharia risk management. Third one is in 2012, BNM has also introduced another framework, namely Takaful Operational Framework. This is to aims for managing the growth of Takaful industry in orderly manner. Number 4, in supporting life and family Takaful industry, BNM has incorporated life insurance and family Takaful framework on 23 of November 2015. The purpose is to support the long-term planning of this type of insurance, and the major aims are for the promotion of innovative and competitive Takaful market, promotes professionalism and encourage transparency and integrity in product and services. My next point is changes in Malaysian Takaful industry in 1984 until 2000. The Malaysia Takaful industry had experienced rapid growth and transformation since its inception long time ago. Here are the differences in Malaysian Takaful industry from 1984 until 2000 by categories. The first one is operator. In 1984, the sole composite operator with 10 million ringgit capital that set the foundation for the industry, while in 2004, the 4 composite operator with minimum capital of 100 million each, which enhance the competition. The next component is investor or shareholder. In 1984, an Islamic bank and state religious council and foundation. In 2004, broad range of investor comprising private investor, banking group, insurer and reinsurer, with 1 Takaful operator listed in Bursa Malaysia. The third component is government or regulator. In 1984, The foundation has set for the introduction of Takaful by providing basic regulation, while in 2004, providing enabling environment for the development of the industry and setting the strategic direction in the medium and long term. The fourth component is products. In 1984, the product has limited, mainly confined to motor, fire and mortgage Takaful, and general product dominated the market with 60%, 63% share in terms of contribution. While in 2004, the broad range of product has mixed with sophisticated feature, and the family product dominated the market with 71% share in terms of contribution. The next component is customer. In 1984, the customer is mainly Muslim, and in 2004, it has been changed to a wider people, Muslim and non-Muslim, with different expectation, demands and preference. The next component is distribution channel. In 1984, the branches and marketing offer only, while in 2004, the branches, marketing official, agency force, Bansa Takaful, brokers, internet and strategic alliance. The last component is investment avenue. In 1984, the Islamic has confined the Islamic deposit and government Islamic security, while in 2004, the wider range of investment instrument issued by the government and the private sector. That's all from me. Thank you.
So, my group chose AIA Public Takaful Berhad for our references in this research. Let me tell you guys about AIA. AIA Public Takaful Berhad, AIA Public Takaful is jointly owned by AIA Berhad, AIA, Public Bank Berhad, PBB, and Public Islamic Bank Berhad, a wholly owned subsidiary of PBB. AIA Public Takaful Berhad is a Malaysian takaful company jointly owned by AIA Group Limited and Public Bank Berhad. The company is the successor to two former takaful operators, ING Public Takaful Ihsan and AIA AFG Takaful. ING Public was the takaful joint venture between ING Group and Public Bank until 2012, when AIA acquired ING's Malaysian operation. AIA AFG was the takaful joint venture between AIA and Alliance Financial Group AFG. Subsequent to AIA's acquisition of ING's stake in ING Public, renamed AIA Public, AFG disposed of its interest in AIA AFG. AIA AFG was then merged into AIA Public with the transfer of business completed in 2014. The series of transactions resulted in AIA Group and Public Bank holding 70 and 30% interest respectively in the company. AIA Public distribute family takaful product via AIA Malaysia's 17,000 insurance agent known as life planners as of 2015, and Public Bank's over 250 branches in Malaysia. So next, we are going to the board of director of this takaful company. First, we have independent non-executive director, chairperson Mahani binti Ahmad. Independent non-executive director, Datuk Muhammad Najib Abdullah. Independent non-executive director, Datuk Husni Zayakko. Associate director, business governance, Rina Sari Abdul Halim. Associate director, customer proposition marketing, Afzal Al-Adli Husni Hussein. Associate director, Syariah, legal and secretarial, Muhammad Khairul Daim Ahmad Shamsuri. Associate Director Compliance, Vinodan Virapalu. And the management team consists of Chief Executive Officer Elmi Amanajas, Director Takaful Actuarial Ko Swee Chin, Director Takaful Finance Se Yuet Ping, Non-Independent Non-Executive Director Datuk Chang Kat Kiam, Independent Non-Executive Director Associate Professor Datin Dr. Rosnah Muhammad, Independent Non-Executive Director Chong Kin Leong, and Executive Director Ben Ng. So the business model used in AIA Takaful Berhad is Wakala model, that the contract between participant and AIA Public Takaful Berhad, AIA as takaful operator, where participant authorizes AIA Public to act on their behalf to conduct the affairs of Takaful business. AIA Public will take a portion of the participant contribution as a wakalah fee in return of services provided. Then I will list to you the product offered by AIA Public Takaful, which is A Life Legacy Builder, which covered for life protection, A plus Total Health, which covered on medical protection, A plus Beyond Critical Shield, and A plus Beyond Early Critical Shield, which covered in critical illness protection, Family Drive, which is motor insurance, and A Enrich Wealth, which is saving and investment. After that, I am going to list down the governance and Sharia committee of AIA Public Takaful. So the independent non-executive director, Dato Thomas Mun Long Lee, chairman. Non-independent non-executive director, Dato Chang Kat Kiam. Non-independent non-executive director, Abu Hassan Asari bin Ibrahim. Independent non-executive director, Datuk Muhammad Najib bin Abdullah. Independent non-executive director, Datuk Majid bin Muhammad. Independent non-executive director, Muhammad Darwis bin Zainuddin. Executive director, Anusha anak perempuan Tabarajah. So the Sharia committee in AIA Public Takaful is Dr. Abdul Mumun Abdul Ghani, Associate Professor Datin Dr. Rusnah Muhammad, IR Dr. Muhammad Fuad Abdullah, YM Engku Ahmad Fazil Engku Ali, and Khairul Anwar bin Muhammad Noor. Khairul Anwar Muhammad Noor. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul Kadir Jalani bin Abakar from the BF6A, and I'm gonna talk about the profit or loss of AIA Public Takaful for the past 3 years and the difference between Takaful Act 1984 and IFSA 2013. So let me start with profit or loss of AIA Public Takaful for the past 3 years. So let's go. As you can see from the above chart, we can see that the profit for the past from 2019 to 2020 has been shown drastically positive growth from profits, and suddenly drastically drop starting 2021 due to pandemic. So from the above table, we can see that from year 2019, for half year, it is 4,243,000. For the full year is 15,250,251,000. As for 2020, it's 470,000 and drastically grow from the full year, which is 40,252,000. And for 2021 shows negative drop, which is negative 13,781,000. According to overall performance for the past 3 years, profit and loss of the AIA Public Takaful, it can be concluded from the year 2020 shows the drastic growth, even though at the early of 2020 shows a minimal profit for the first half year due to pandemic season that forces most of the Malaysian financial service sector to suffer an unimaginable loss due to the total lockdown being executed starting from May 2020 to July 2020 of total lockdown. As what we can conclude, in the duration of first lockdown, Takaful company cannot operate because there are most of insurance and Takaful company cannot meet their customer face to face. Thus, Malaysian people still does not use with online business, and the Takaful company does not usually use online business for the company operation. So at the beginning of 2021, AIA Public Takaful suffers huge amount of losses when all financial industry such as bank, insurance and Takaful service and other financial service institutions cannot operate because of early lockdown 2021 before the 8th celebration until October 2021. So the difference between Takaful Act 1984 and IFSA 2013 in view of Takaful. So for Takaful Act 1984, they provide regulations on Takaful business in Malaysia for other purpose relating to the Takaful operation, which is the IFSA 2013 combines the Islamic financial and Takaful service under this act in a way that works for similar style. And Takaful Act 1984 confine the recipient of Takaful benefits to the participant only, while for IFSA 2013 includes the beneficiaries of the Takaful participant as the recipient of the Takaful benefits upon the occurrence of the pre-agreed events. The third one, Takaful Act 1984, they allow Takaful operators to carry on both business under the same company, while IFSA 2013 requires a Takaful operator with composite license to separate its family Takaful business from its general Takaful business. So lastly, for Takaful Act 1984, the silence of the details of payment of Takaful benefits and Takaful operators have different practices in regulating the treatment of Takaful benefits, while the manner of for IFSA 2013, the manner of payment for as the Takaful operator are required to prominently display in the nomination form that the Takaful participation field. So that's all from me. Thank you.